Okay, the ideal relationship between a student and an advisor would be one where you feel comfortable coming to them if you have problems, um, one where they can help you out, I guess, with anything you need, and also you have goal setting and you get a lot of things done.
The ideal advisor, that, in my perspective, for an RSO should be one that's dedicated to the group, always constantly attentive to the members of the group, always checking on them at least once a week, maybe having a bi-weekly meeting to discuss major updates or discuss any outgoing programs they decide they want to do for the academic year. I also believe that they should have a lot of social events in order to get a better relationship between their advisor and the student group as well. Overall, I feel that with all these ideas in mind, that you have a perfect ideal advisor for your RSL.
I think the ideal relationship is that you have this like friendship, but it's like a professional friendship where you can joke with each other, but at the same time, if your advisor says something serious, you understand that that's something that you need to pay attention to or fix or deal with. But at the same time, I don't think you should be fearful of your advisor. I think you should have a good relationship, so you can feel comfortable coming to them and discussing problems or ideas or helping you grow as a leader.
I think the ideal relationship between an advisor and students is communication as well as personality, because both of them can communicate on a personal level and have the same personalities. They have a great mutual relationship, which brings out great work.
So I think the ideal relationship between an advisor and a student in terms of communication is one that's just really honest and open. I think that you should be able to go to your advisor with anything, whether it's a personal problem or an organizational problem, and talk to them about it and get some honest and candid advice.
I think the ideal relationship between a student and advisor, if nothing else, is based on honesty. As a student, as an inexperienced person, I need advice that I can count on to be real, even if it's not something that I so much want to hear, so that my actions are productive and effective. And so I think the way to produce that kind of advice just comes from having an honest relationship where your advisor can tell you things that maybe you don't want to hear, but need to.
I think the ideal relationship between students and advisors should be sort of at the crossroads of the advisor's experience that they've had doing this themselves in college and having worked in it in the past, with a student's sort of freshness of ideas and a new perspective, and trying to combine the two of those to come up with innovative things to do within committees and enhance student life as much as possible.
I would say an advisor should be someone that a student is very comfortable with going and talking about issues, because usually as a student our issues are all kind of mixed together, so it's personal with academic with maybe extracurricular, so it's just getting advice from someone who is there to listen, and I would say straightforward advice too. I know sometimes beating around the bush isn't the best way to go. Sometimes we don't need it sugar coated, you just kind of have to let us know how it is.